What's going on, everybody? Let's get this thing started here. I got the Boreas V2 in today, and I was like, I can't wait till Friday. I got to try this thing. I want to see how good it is, if it beats the Boreas 1, etc., etc. So we're gonna find out. And it's brand new. Hadn't vaped it, haven't built it, anything. Hello, Timekeeper, Sydney, Sue, Jay Gary, Dave, Okie Music Girl. How y'all doing? This is the package the Boreas V2 comes in, and I did get the black version. There you can see black. Now, if this is really good, I will be getting a gold version because that gold one looks sexy, and the only one that I know that sells the gold one right now is E-Siggity. And so I'm definitely gonna... What's up, Aries? Munchkin, DeMillan, does it leak? I don't know. It's brand new. It's brand newed. Brand newed. Here, I'll show you. I mean, you can tell I haven't built this yet because, So inside the tube, you have the Boreas V2. I'll show you all that first. Here's the nice Augvape logo on there, and Boreas V2. And I know the pictures. Oh, they don't ship to Arkansas. I'm sorry, Aries. Now, the pictures show this knurling on the drip tip, and I thought that I wouldn't like that. To be honest, though, it's a very light knurling, and it's not going to mess with your mouth at all. It doesn't, it's real smooth. Oh, it was a joke. Okay. Well, if I let Vic build, no, Vic's doing way better on the whole build thing. Here's my serial number, 752, if that has any meaning to anybody. So inside the tube here, you do get your nice little Allen wrench that they love putting on the side here. For people that have no fingernails, really hard to get out, there's the little Allen wrench. And then you can pull out this foam insert, and down below that you get your spare big glass tank right here, along with a 510 adapter, and all your spare O-rings are in here. And also some more little Torx screws right there. I don't know if y'all can see those, the little hex head screws. How many of those do they give you? I see 1, 2 for sure, 3, 4. Okay, so they give you 4 spare screws. So even if you mess up all 4 of your screws, you got replacements. And then you got this 510 adapter, because the normal drip tip is a 810 goon style drip tip adapter. So your goon drip tips will fit in here, which is pretty cool. Well, I'm sorry, Aries. Don't be all cranky and stuff. And then below that, you can pop that tube out, if I can get it out. And then you have your other glass. This glass is very small. This is the 2.7 milliliter. Now, I don't know who would want to vape that small, because you'll be refilling this thing like mad. This is 5 mil. This is the 2.7 mil. I think this, I mean, I don't know if it's going to give you that much better flavor to have to deal with filling this thing every 5 seconds. So for me, I'm not going to be running that unless I just want to test it out. I guess I could do that. But other than that, I keep all my spare parts in the package they come in, so that I don't lose everything. And I just dropped all that wrong in there. Let's try that again. Put that in there, drop this down in here, and it's still messing up, but that's okay, because alright, let's do this way. Let's put the glass in there first, and then stuff this package into there. Hey, that works so much better. And then put this foam insert back in there. And I'm not even going to be using the Allen wrench, because I'm going to use my Weehaw driver. Let's put all this back together. Boom! Augvape Boreas V2 RTA. So the build deck on this, now I have noticed one thing on this. The airflow does not have any stops, so you can just keep on spinning the airflow. And I don't think this has, it's just airflow control. It doesn't have any kind of juice flow control. Hello, 3Dog. So this is strictly airflow. I do like the fact that they knurled this top section here, that y'all can probably see all that knurling, so it's really easy to unscrew the top to put your juice in here. The very top has knurling on it also that y'all probably can't see, but you take the top off. Here's your big gigantic fill holes. Hello, Breeze. There's an O-ring right there. And then there's knurling here in case you want to take it apart to clean it, which is pretty cool. This screws on really smooth, nice threading on there. So let's get to the build deck. So basically it's the same way as the original Boreas. First of all, let's do a size comparison, because most reviewers go, I don't know where my Boreas V1 is. Well, I do. So here's the Boreas V1 and the V2 next to each other. You can see the V1 is a heck of a lot taller. A heck of a lot taller. Just to give you an idea. This is a 25 millimeter tank, and the V2 is a 24 millimeter tank. But I think, you know, as far as flavor goes, you know, I love tanks that get wider this way, and they took out this whole, you know, juice flow control section, which made this shorter, and it also gets your mouth a little closer to the coil, I do believe. So it should have a really good flavor improvement. We're going to find out, though. All right, let's take the bottom cover off. This just unscrews. This has also got little notches in it. Makes it pretty easy to unscrew this. Boom. Hello, Richard. Here's your build deck. This just pops straight out. Now, I will tell you, especially on black, it may be really hard to see these little notches in here. There we go. You see that notch right there? And then there's one on the other side right there. So if you look on the build deck, you have those same notches cut out in here on each side, right here and right here. Now, when you go to put this back in, you're going to think that, oh, it's not all the way in, because it doesn't really go, it doesn't go all the way down in there flush. It sits out just a little bit. That's as far as it's going, though. And then you screw the bottom back on there. But it kind of snaps into place. The weird thing about this one is there's no O-rings or anything on here that I can see. Unless I'm just blind as a bat. I don't see any O-ring on there. There we go. No O-ring. Except at the bottom. There's an O-ring at the bottom. But none up here where the actual deck screws in. Yes, we can get the actual measurements there, Aries. Let's do that right now. So, from post to post, we have a grand total, well, let's do it this way, of 11.3 millimeter. So if you're judging the very center, like if you're going to put coil to coil, I would go with 11 millimeters to be safe. The very smallest you can do is 10.2 millimeters up to 11.4. So anywhere between 10.2 up to wall of post. Do we like it? So this has, you know, kind of a modified velocity style build deck. It does have the famous little hex head screws on each side. And then these right here are your wicking holes with your juice flow channels on the side here. This is going to be interesting. I do like the fact that you can take this whole piece out here and throw it on whatever ohm meter you got and you're good to go. Just like that. Boom. Shouldn't have any oh, Demillion, she demolished that bottle. She stole it from me and vaped every damn bit of it. Damn it. But anyways, we decided to call that OB clone, you know, because that's not the real recipe. So, oh, how you gonna bring me an empty bottle? Look, okay, well, it's completely empty, Demillion. Yeah, thank you for not letting me have any of that. I need to put my goggles on, you guys. I can't see a bloody thing. Why that post? Very wide, no gap for airflow. You know, Jay Gary, I've been pulling on this just to check the airflow. I haven't put a build in here, but the airflow seems really good to me so far. No whistling. It doesn't sound turbulent at all. So we're going to see once a build's in there to see how good it is. So let's get these hex screws pulled out a little bit. You could actually put some nice flat decent sized coils in here. These are pretty decent sized holes. I just made something fall off my desk. Let's back these all the way out. Because I have made some fuse Clapton, but I have not actually put them on the coil master and wrapped them up yet. But I do have a nice long piece of fuse Clapton right here. So I'm going to wrap a couple of coils that I normally do 6 wraps, you know, 3mm. And this is dual 26 core with 36 gauge wrap. Y'all know that's pretty much what I do every single time. I just enjoy that vape. So you find something you like, hey, you know, stick with it. There's 3 wraps, 4 wraps, 5 wraps, and 6 wraps right there. Straighten this coil all up. There we go. And find my cutters. There's a pair. I got like a billion pairs of these now. Wish had a sale on these things for like $1. I bought like 12 sets or something like that. So I got a bunch of these cutters now. They're actually really good. Play-Dohs. I like them because they have a nice sharp edge on it. So I can get in there really close to cut my wire. There's 3 wraps, 4 wraps, 5 wraps, and number 6 is right there. That should be good. Flip this around. Let's cut all this spare off. I don't need all this wire. Oh, that's going to get cut off anyway. So we're in good shape because I got one spot that's bad right here on this, right in there, but it's going to get pushed through, so it's going to get chopped off. So let's see if we can get a little bit of this on camera. I'm going to put my left lead in the bottom left hole and then the right lead in the top right hole. Yeah, that's going to get cut off. Thank goodness. And I'm going to put this pretty much all the way up against the post because when I tighten this down, I can pull back on it and it'll be perfect. Just tighten this down. Nice. I can get the screwdriver out. Flip it around. Make sure this is up flush against it also. Screw this side down. Boom. Alright, that takes care of that one. Let's get the spares cut off without popping it in my eye. I should have put Augvape in my description instead of just putting Boreas V2. Not like there's any washing powder or anything called Boreas, but whatever. There we go. That looks good right there. So we're going to leave that right there. And then when I squeeze it, it's going to take that little bitty, very small gap out of there. But I got that right in the center. What's up, OR Church? We're going to flip this side around and repeat that same process. Bottom left, top right. Now, if you wrap your coils counterclockwise, you're going to be doing the opposite. You would be doing the bottom right, top left. And it's, you know, now if you get like Aries coils, he keeps his coils to where both the leads come off even. So you may want to coil this differently. I don't know how you would do it, but yeah, you would want to coil it differently. Or just, you know, twist them out and still do it right. So it doesn't matter. Alright, let's fold them out where I can get to them so I can cut them. Turn the cutters the right way. I'm mostly interested in how is this thing going to vape? What's it going to taste like? I'd love for, you know, a company to come out with a device that goes, oh my God, this is like the end of all RTAs. We're never going to vape anything else ever again. Stretch the leg a bit to get it to go in even. Oh, I got you. Wow, I got 2 thumbs down. Hell, I just started. Okay. That's fine. Anyways. Let's straighten this coil out. You know, the people that thumb down my video, why even come? If you don't like it, hey, you know. But if you want thumbs it down, that's fine. I see. Alright, now we got this all put together. Let's see what we're ohming out at. We're at 0.20 right this second. And I think once I burn these in a little bit, it's going to go up. But they look nice and centered, even. I mean, that's way even. And I didn't even look at these from the side, but they look really good right there. Let's go ahead and pulse these in a little bit. It actually went down 0.19, 0.17. It's going down in ohms. That's going to raise up here in a minute. Hope I got enough battery power. Oh, my batteries are way dead in my ohm reader. This may not work out too well for me. Wow, look at that, Aries. How can you get it to pulse really good right off the bat? I didn't even have to strum them or anything. That's nuts. I mean, I'll touch them a little bit, but that came out really good right off the bat. Yeah, these are firing up evenly right off the bat. I don't even know how that's even possible, but I did it. All right, we're going to take the Muji cotton and my cutters, and this is a 3mm, so I'm going to make sure. Want me to tell you how's the flavor? Sue, you probably got yours and built yours before you even before you even sat down. You already had it built. Hey, I don't blame you either. I mean, you know, with the reputation that Augvape is getting here lately, I mean, they just came out with that Merlin RTA tank. Merlin, hey, Vape a Minute Man, they came out with a Merlin mouth-to-lung RTA, which is pretty cool. I like the fact that they gave you adapters so that you can adjust your airflow that you're getting in, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna turn this off so I don't accidentally fire this. I do need to show y'all something I got in from Vapor Watch also. You know, T-Max and Vaping Watch. I got a win in from them, and it's not a bad device. I'm actually impressed with it. I've got a little bit. Sometimes when I feel it, I get a little bit of gurgling, but you know, that does not look bad on Vaping Watch by any means. That's a Vaporesso issue, but I'll show y'all. That little mod I got is called the Attitude. It's a little single 18650 80 watt mod, which I have right here. Let's show it right now. And it is in stainless steel. I mean, if I was going to give this a con, you're pretty much stuck. I do believe this is a 22mm tank, if I'm correct. Let's find out. Yep, that's 22mm all day long. So you can't put bigger than 22mm on here because of this beveled top they got. You're basically stuck. Now a lot of people use 22mm, which that's fine, but so right here's your screen, your readout. This does go up to 80 watts. Your up down watt button, your up watts, down watts, and this button on the side is to go to your different modes, like your nickel and all that, and you can go through stainless steel, titanium. I can't read that one. M1, that's a memory. Memory 2, bypass mode, and then back to watts. And there you go. That's what this little button on the side's for. The battery door is held on by magnets in the back right here. That's it. Boom. Very strong battery door. And it says Attitude down there on there. I crashed eCiggity? Well, hell yeah. I am glad eCiggity if I crashed eCiggity, I am impressed. Because I thought they had a decent server. And y'all make sure y'all go and tell eCiggity that I'm the one that crashed eCiggity. I doubt that's what it is, but I'm happy that they got gold. You know, I haven't seen any of the other companies. Even Subtank Supply doesn't have gold. They got silver and black. Now the gold's $1 more, and eCiggity also charges $1 more for black, but it's still cheaper than what most of the vendors. Yeah, Vaping Minute Man, I need to send you my address. I haven't done it yet. I'm sorry. I've been freaking running around like crazy lately. Now the way this build deck works, You don't need a lot of cotton. You need enough basically to go down in there and kind of stick on the deck, not to a point to where you overstuff these, because I don't like overstuffing my deck. So we're going to chop these really close to the deck, but not all the way. I just want it real, like almost to that silver ring on the 521 plus tab. I don't know if you can see where that silver ring is. I'm cutting them pretty much right there. I just want them to go in here and just rest right there. So same way I always do. I always tuck the wicks in from back to front, just because it makes sure that you don't bunch up all the fibers on the cotton, so that it can accept e-juice a lot better. There we go. Now you can fluff these up beforehand, depending on how bad your scissors cut these. I fluff them sometimes I don't. If it cut, when I cut down on my cotton, which my scissors are really sharp, they don't usually. Now if you have scissors that are dull, what'll happen is when you cut it, it'll pinch your cotton and make a nice white line where your cotton is all squeezed. Awesome, Mark Baker. That's awesome. Yeah, the Boreas V2, man. I have, here's the Boreas V1. I have like 6 or 7 of these. So when they finally came out with it, I've been bugging Augvape for the Boreas V2 forever. And they never sent me one. I ended up buying it. So I did purchase this. It wasn't this is not no paid review by Augvape by any means. But we're going to see how good it is. That's for sure. And I'm actually going to throw some decent juice in here. We're going to get some Infamous juice and put in here and see what that comes out like. I got some Tough Cookie, and you know, I tried the best vape I ever got from Tough Cookie was out of the Heracles, believe it or not. I was at a vape event, and it was one of the first times I tried Tough Cookie from Infamous, and it was so good. And I know Vape & Watch loves that Heracles mod. Now, I'm not a big fan of it, but I was when I first got it, because I was vaping Tough Cookie, and I thought, oh, this is awesome. Here's Tough Cookie right here. So I'm going to try that in there and see what it comes out like. That one feels a little tight. If your cotton is too tight, you know, take some back out. You don't want to overstuff this by any means. Okay, it moves okay. Yeah, if your cotton can't slide up and down inside the wick channel, it is way too tight. And hello, Cheech. I'm sorry I haven't said anything, but I see you buzzing around in there. All right, let's get the back of it in there, and we're gonna kind of push this towards the front, or you know, push it from the back, and then get to where I can get the front in there. Then I always go back and double check and make sure my wick can move up and down. It can. Good. That's a good sign. We're down to just one left now. Pushing the back in there. All the way to the front. There we go. That looks like her. That's her all done, completed. Now, you do not want your coils to ever stick out past the deck. If it is, you're going to dead short against your chimney section. So make sure that your coils are in close to the post but not touching the post. And I mean, and you can always double check to make sure your ohms are within the range. If your ohms are showing like 0.01 or 0.03, you have a dead short. Do not even try to fire it. That's not good. You don't want that. So now I'm just going to put some juice on here, because I love pre-wicking these, you know, with some juice, or pre-wetting, whatever you want to call it, because then I don't get that nasty brand new cotton taste. So let's go ahead and get in this fire mode, and I'm going to just drip some juice right here on the center of the coil and let this soak down in there a little bit. There we go. I'm going to fire it, and then I'm going to watch that juice suck in, then I'm going to do it again. You don't even have to see any vapor come off. You just want to see that juice get sucked down into the center of the coil. That's all you're trying to do here. That way you know that the center of that cotton inside the coil is not going to be dry hitting or getting any burnt spots on it. Oh, that smells so good, and I just barely fired it. There we go. That's one good hit. I just do this a couple times to make sure that I don't get any cotton taste. Now, if you have a plastic dripper, don't get this too close to your coils, because what will happen is that the very tip of your juice bottle will touch it and it will melt plastic to your coil, and you'll wonder, why in the hell does this taste like freaking burnt plastic? Well, there you go. You got your bottle too close, especially when you're firing. Glass, you don't really have to worry about much, but from it just touching anyway. Now, the hard part is getting this lined up. Now, if it's hot like this, hey, Tater, I don't recommend pulling this off and burning your hand. What I like to do is I'll go ahead and find out where the notches are on the tank, which I have a notch here and a notch here. So I'll get those lined up in my hand, and then I'll look for the notches, which they are side to side. And the notches kind of line up where it says, well, my O-ring, that doesn't matter because you can turn it, whatever. So I'll put my letter, you can actually turn your airflow ring however you want. So what I'll do is I'll put the V2 right above one of those slots. So right now I know that this slot and V2 are in the same place. That way when I go to slide this down on here, I know I'm in the right spot. So I'll take V2 and I slide it down just like this, and bam, we're in there, and then I unscrew it. I don't have to search for it, you know what I mean? That's a good thing about this ring having the words on it, so I didn't even have to search. Look at there, they're locked in there, which I know y'all can't see worth a darn, but they're locked into the slots on both sides. I take my bottom cap and screw that back on there, and you know you got it in right if your bottom cap screws all the way up and it's flush. If it's got a big gap, then you got something incorrect. And I did spill juice on here, but that's because I was pouring juice all over that coil. So yeah, I spilled a couple drops of juice, but that'll be alright. So now all we have to do is fill this thing, and I'm wondering, I'm really wondering, is it going to flood out of the bottom? What's up, finders keepers? So let's do it this way. Let's just screw it back on here and unscrew the top, and we're going to fill this thing. Very easy to take off the lid. I like that. I'm not even going to use this dripper because it's kind of redundant. So I'm just going to pour it directly in there because this has really big juice slots. If I use that dripper, it would take me forever to do this. So I'm just going to pour it all the way in there until it's full. There we go. That's about full right there. And then I'm going to start to screw the top on. And just in case, I'm going to turn this upside down and continue to screw this lid closed. That way all the air pushes up. Alright, now what better way to test this than throw this on top of the Eclipse, because it's black. I have so many black mods, that's why I got the black Boreas, but I don't mind getting a gold one. I'm all about the gold. Here comes the big test. Close the airflow. Well, it's a little late for that. Why is a goon $60? Give me a code so I can get a couple for $1 each. I don't think the Goon's $60 anymore, Jason. I think they've dropped the price on the Goon, but you know, whatever. I don't have any juice coming out, even though I didn't close the airflow, but whatever. I'm at 75 watts. Let's try the, no juice control on this one, DeMillan. Really good airflow, but I haven't hit the fire button yet. Let me get prepared for this. Wow. Hold on. Oh, it is? Oh, the Goon 1.5 is still 60. Okay, thanks, Aries. Oh my goodness, y'all. Wow. That's what I have, the airflow wide open right now. That is really good. That is really good. Let me turn down the airflow to halfway. Let me try that. Woo! That's too tight. All right, let me open that back up. Wait, I can't see my airflow. There we go. Believe it or not, I still taste some of the cotton, but this is definitely a good vape. The site is still down? I'm still on it. Let me refresh the page and see what happens. Oh my gosh, they are down. You're not kidding. Oh wait, page not found. What? Okay, it's trying to work. Let me look up their link again. I can give y'all. Oh, this page is not. Wow. I don't know why e-ciggity site's down right now, but yeah, my juice is still completely full. We're gonna vape this thing. I'm wondering if I put a little too much wick in there. It's almost dry. Let me try jump starting this. Because when I was stuffing it in there, it was still loose, but it was a little tighter than what I like. I gotta get, I just got it, so I gotta get used to the wicking on it. There's nothing wrong with that, though. Let me try the real Boreas. The first version Boreas. What am I? Real Boreas. They're both real Boreas. Definitely getting more throat hit out of the new one. Yep, now the site is working. So if y'all want a link here, I'll give you a link. If you would like to go buy the Boreas V2 from e-ciggity, I'll give you a direct link to it. And they're the only ones I know that has a gold version of the Boreas. Now, like I said, the gold and the black is $1 more, so it's $33.99. I paid $34.99 from Subtank Supply, so they're even cheaper than Subtank Supply was. Now, what I should have vaped this with is Nilla Nuts, but to be honest with you guys, I literally have that much left, and that wasn't enough to really. I don't even know if that would have. It looks a lot smaller to me than what it does on camera. This, I mean, it's not even a finger really. So that may have filled it up, and then I would have been mad because I ran out, but. Haha, Aries. The Rainbow Goon is authentic. Yeah, there was no Rainbow Goon. You're right. The Pepsi Challenge. Nilla Nuts V1 and V2. Finders Keepers, I have tried both V1 and V2. It's V1 and V2 on Nilla Nuts is personal preference. If you like more of the eggy, custardy taste, I would go with V1. If you don't want that, then go with V2. It's that simple. Pretty easy. Oh, this is getting better and better. This cotton's starting to break in now. It's really starting. And it is wicking because I see bubbles coming up. So that's working. And I have 0 leaks. You know, the Boreas V1, you sometimes will get leaks. I didn't get a drop out of this one, which is a plus in my book. I mean, I don't have any leaks in it now, but that's because I didn't just fill it. Sometimes when you first fill the Boreas, you would get like a drop or two out of here, which wasn't a big deal. But, oh, for V1 versus V2. Ooh. Finders Keepers. How do you go with the Boreas V1? Now, the Boreas V1 came with 2 build decks, which I think is great. The Boreas V2 does not come with 2 build decks, but it does come with a smaller glass. And all you do is take out the extension in here for the drip tip, or for the chimney. But this is vaping really good. Let me turn down the airflow just a little bit this time. Finders Keepers, that is a great idea. I will try it with Nilla Nuts Friday. How about that? Because this show was just because I just got this in and I wanted to see how good it was. And right now, first impression, I'm digging it. Okay, let me check it out, Aries. Aries, that doesn't even look real. Even the etching on there kind of looks fake to me. If you have a real Goon 1.5, which I do, up here somewhere on my desk, I have multiples of them. I would show you that etching that they got on their picture looks like crap compared to the real one. You can tell, man. I mean, you can almost just look at a picture and go, yeah, that's not authentic. Where is my Goon? I had it on top of one of the hybrids. I took it off because somebody wanted to see something else. There's the Dead Rabbit, which is still a great RDA. And there's the Mesh. I'm not so sure I like the Mesh yet. I haven't tried it enough to really, you know, yay or nay that. The first wicking I did on the Mesh, kinda, you know, it wasn't all that good. Ooh, there's a gold.com. See, I need a nice gold mod to put all this on. Why am I getting text about heavy metal? Okay, I know he's coming on in 30 minutes. Hey, if he comes on, he comes on. Where am I at? There we go. Oh, that's the original Goon? Well, how? Oh, there's the gold. Wow, I couldn't even see it. Yeah, here's the authentic gold Goon anyway. And you can see that the etching on here, wow, if it focuses. Focus camera. Really? My camera's not focusing worth a darn, man. Maybe I got VG on there. You can see that's nice, clean etching in there. The one they showed is like, eh. Yeah, hey, Niji. Niji, I got the Boreas V2 in today, which, here it is right here. Here's the tube it comes in. And here's the actual Boreas V2, Augvape, Boreas V2. Here's the original Boreas in comparison. You can see that the original is much taller than the new one. And if y'all do look at the website and you're worried about the knurling on the drip tip, do not let that concern you. Because number one, it's Goon style, so you can take any one of your Goon style drip tips and throw in there just like that. Boom, there, I got an Ultim one I just threw in there. But this knurling you don't even feel on your lips. It's very shallow knurling, very shallow. So it's not like you're gonna put your lips on there and go, what the hell? No, not at all. I'm trying to find the drip tip that I got from, I got so many Goon drip tips, it's ridiculous. That one's taller, so I do like that one. So it's a little taller than the original one. Let's try it with this drip tip, see what happens. Hey, I'm up for, we can keep changing stuff until, I like the look of that. That looks pretty cool. Because, you know, the gold matching the gold of your juice, that's pretty cool. Does a regular tip fit snug? Now, Evil Strawberry, it depends. It has a 510 adapter. Now, if you want to use a regular 510 drip tip in there, you can, because it comes in the tube. It comes with a 510 adapter. For me to throw a 510 drip tip in there, I'd have to grab the original Boreas because it has a regular 510. And I could throw that in there to see if it fits okay. I can grab that out real quick. We'll see if it fits snug. I would hate to not let y'all know that, so we're gonna take all this apart just to try that. Get out of there. It is literally wrapped up in all these seals they give you. They give you plenty of spare seals, let me tell you. Okay, I don't want to lose any of those. I'll come back to that. So here is, oh, let me go back to the build cam. Here is the 510 adapter that it comes with, 510 to 810. Oh, that fits in there really good, actually. That fits in there really good. And this has O-rings on it, so it kind of snap. That's on there. That is not coming off. So I can take this off and throw in a regular 510. Bam! There we go. Look at that. That looks dead sexy, just like that. So let's see how it vapes with the smaller drip tip. It's probably going to have even more flavor now because now you're condensing all this to a smaller hole. I'm digging it. Let me open the airflow all the way up. And even with the black, the good thing on the Boreas V2 is it's got a single hole. The V1, you had to make sure these holes are open, so the black one was a pain in the butt to be able to see the holes if you had bad vision. Even if you don't have really good vision on the V2, you can still see that big wide open hole there. So you don't have any problems with that. So you can buy black on the V2 and be okay. Very warm, saturated, flavorful vape I'm getting off of this. No doubt. No doubt. Man, I've already went through almost half a bottle of Tough Cookie. Are you kidding me? I'm blowing through some juice. E-Ciggity is back online. Oh, here's the box that the Attitude came in that I got from Vaping Watch. Wanted y'all to be able to see that. They actually did a really nice design on this box. There's the Attitude. It's the Attitude kit. This slides out, and then you open it up, and it's just basically white and white. You know, kind of like an Apple design. Then you flip this up, and you have a spare glass tank in there with your mod and your tank on one side, and then the other side I haven't even opened yet. So let's get that open. Okay, it's a box, so let's see what's inside the box. Oh, look at there. USB cable, nice mesh USB cable. A user manual. I don't know, that's another manual. Oh, inside here we got goodies. So we have a spare coil, and we have some kind of rubber cap. I'm not sure what that's for. I'll have to look that up. And then some other type of adapter. Wow, I'm gonna have to look this thing up. It's got some extra goodies in there that I'm not sure what it is. I mean, I haven't had that but a couple days either. But I won that on Vapor Watch's show, which I really appreciate them. They give away a lot of stuff, man, and they got great juice. I highly recommend Vaping Watch to anybody. They got some awesome juice. I got 120 mil of boosted apple pie, which I haven't tried boosted apple pie yet. I had the regular apple pie, and then the boosted came out after I had tried their apple pie, and I like the boosted better by all means. And I put that in this Vaporesso mod, and I've been vaping it that way. It's been pretty good. So where's it at? It was right in front of me, and I've moved it somewhere. There it is. So that's the boosted apple pie inside this little, and I have it at 45 watts because the stock coil that I got, at least the one I put in there, is a 0.48. Watch is good stuff, 3Dog. So y'all saw the other tank that comes with the Boreas. So the original tank that you get it with is the 5 mil tank. It also comes with a 2.7 mil tank, which is a very, very small, flat tank. The Valerian is another great tank, Aries. I have the Valerian. I got that one from Robert the Arm Vapor. He was really... I went in there, and he had a blue one that looked so pretty. And I was like, dude, I need that in my life. And it was my birthday. And he was like, dude, I'll send it to you for your birthday. I was like, heck yeah, send it on. And he did. Huge props to Robert for sending me that. I love that thing, which I have on, I have it on one of my mods here. There it is. It's on my Revenger, I think. Is that the, no, that's not the Valerian. Man, I can't keep up with nothing. I got so much stuff. That's the TFV8. That's not it. The Valerian is missing. This is not the Valerian. No. This is the, what do they call that? The S something K. The one that's on the Valerian. I think it says it on the bottom. The NRG tank. Yeah, that's the NRG tank. But it's that color blue. And I only have 2 or 3 blue tanks, so it's up here somewheres. Is that it? That is not it. How many blue tanks do I own? Oh my gosh, I got more blue tanks than I thought I had. And then I have one that's the Freemax. Don't remember what they call it. My Valerian is MIA. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Let me check this one out there. The Millen. Oh, I saw this. $88? Okay. I'm looking at it and to me, I say thumbs down. There's nothing about that RDA that's attractive to me or makes me go, you know what, I'll spend $87 on that. I mean, oh, let's see what you got there, Aries. I got so many links open now, it's ridiculous. Valerian Castle display. Oh, 200 bucks. How many tanks do you get? Oh, out of stock. Really? They're out of stock, Aries. How you going to show me something that's out of stock? That looks pretty cool, Aries, but yeah, I don't have the okay, DeMillan, I understand that it's an authentic tank. It is a single coil RDA. I'm assuming if it's that price, it is made in the USA. I'm assuming because it's $89.99. I mean, to me, for me to spend that kind of money on an RDA, it's got to be like groundbreaking, like new type airflow, new type post screws, new type post design, something that really stands out. And to me, that's like, it steps down. I don't like the look of it. That's just me. I mean, if you like it, hey, go for it. I don't like it. And it's not just the price that bothers me on that. It just plain out looks weird. You know, $89.99. I expect something like that because you have a lot of RDAs are 60 bucks, especially, you know, like Goons and stuff like that. They're 60 bucks. So to pay 89 is not that big of a jump out of the range. And I'm really worried about where my Valerian tank is now. I'm looking around at all my mods and I don't see the Valerian. And I had that on a specific mod. What did I have that on? Because it was blue. My T-Priv. But that is not the Valerian. Is that the Valerian? Holy crap. I'm so blind, Aries. So that is the Valerian on top of my T-Priv. That's why I couldn't figure out where it was, because only the Valerian has a push button flip up top. This is the Valerian. Wow, I got batteries in here. Get your vape on. Oh, battery's dead. Look at there. Red light, red light. That means battery's dead. I found it. I found it. 3 Dogs about to jump my case. You lost the tank, Scuba? I'm going off. It's a new. We're gonna make a show just on Scuba losing stuff. Thanks, 3 Dog. I found it. Darn. Let me get all this put back in my Augvape case. We're going to continue vaping this and see if it breaks in. Bless his heart. I know, right? Bless his heart. That's what you say about somebody that just... they have a low IQ. So I'm trying it with the 510 adapter to make sure that it's good. You know what? If this tank does not leak, which it hasn't so far on me, if this tank does not leak, then in my opinion, yes, it beats the Boreas V1. I'm getting, it's not so much that I'm getting a lot more flavor from it. You want a desk cleaning show? DeMillan, no you don't. I'm getting more of a throat hit, from the V2, if that makes sense. Hey, Vaping Minute Man, I totally support buying from small businesses. Love that. You started my fam on this vaping stuff. They want tanks to carry all day, but they leak. Okay, Jason. A garage cleaning show? Three Dog, I was cleaning my garage today. Look at there. How do you know about my garage? What the hell? Am I still here? Yep, I'm still here. Jason, it depends on what you're looking for. Do you like rebuildable tanks, or do you like tanks that take stock coils? As far as most tanks go, heat is a big issue. Exactly, Jay Gary. I was getting to that. Heat is a big issue. If you put any one of these RTAs out in the direct sun, when that sun comes down and beats on this liquid, which is pretty much the same way your motor oil in your car works. If it's really cold, it comes out thick and slow like syrup. And as that oil heats up, it thins out. So does your e-juice. Excuse me. So when your e-juice thins out like that, it will leak right past the cotton and come right out your airflow. You have lost many things in your garage. I bet it was like a Christmas cleaning. It was 3 Dog. No, I'm not done by any means. Jason, they would not leak if they were built right. Just because I promote something don't mean that it's absolutely foolproof. I don't think there's any tank out there in the world that you can't get the leak in some type of fashion. I mean, this one would be probably one of my top bets on can you make this leak. The OBS engine, oh wow, see now y'all putting in chat. Yeah, the OBS engine is really hard to make leak because the airflow is at the top, not at the bottom. So you literally have to turn this upside down and let it sit there for maybe an hour. You might get it to leak. CE4s do not leak. Yeah, let's go back to old school, 3 Dog. But I love the OBS engine. This is a great tank. Really good flavor. I have to fill it a lot, and filling this is weird because you slide that up and there's the fill hole right there. You slide that back down. Very simple. But I've been really enjoying the vape I get from the OBS engine. I ain't gonna lie. This is definitely one of my top flavor RTA tanks. There must be an Abrams tank. Hey, there needs to be a scuba tank, Jason. Well, actually, there is a scuba tank, but it's not like... Alchemy. You know you're watching scuba when you have to turn your volume down by halfway. Yeah, I could turn my mic down. You want me to turn my mic down? Let's try that. There, I turn my mic down. Am I quieter now? Exactly, Niji. Oh, the CE5. Yeah, well, that's true. I don't want to vape the OBS engine. Tonight, we're talking about the Augvape Boreas V2 on top of the IPV Eclipse. And I do, look, it even says scuba down there. You see that? Which doesn't show worth a darn on that camera. Let me see if I can show. There we go. You can make your own logos and put in here. So I made mine say scuba down there. So in the same font that I use on my show. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I just put scuba on there. That way I can say, hey, that's my mod. You can't hear me now? Let me turn myself up a little bit. How about that? Is that better? Shore Vapor. I am definitely digging the Boreas V2. It's getting better every time I vape this. It's like the it's kind of like you're right, Three Dog. If I turn my mic down, I have to turn the music down. You're right. I can turn the music down a little bit anyway. The music is not important. I got it on to give y'all some background noise. There we go. Music's down even lower now. I like the screen, but I don't like the look of the mod. TBD, I completely understand what you're saying. This is, and I'll show you why. The main reason that I was drawn to the IPV Eclipse is because the 510 is centered. I can put a 30mm tank on top of here and it doesn't overhang. It's not that I like the whole look of the way the mod is. I love the screen. I don't like necessarily the look of the mod in general, but I love mods that have a centered 510. Love, love, love. Just like the G-Class is the pimp daddy of these two, I mean, without doubt. This has got a big 30mm, and it'll hold, you know, some really big tanks. Nothing really holds the 41mm. If y'all buy the Titan is going to be this big, and good luck finding a tank. This even still has a slight overhang on the VT250. And this one has the biggest build deck out of most mods that I've seen. That's huge, and still has room to go. And it's still, this tank, and I got number 40. I got the boss out of this. I got number 40 on this. This is a big son of a gun tank. This thing weighs like 4 pounds. I'll have to weigh it one day. When I have this in here with batteries, with 3 batteries, and the mod and the tank and full of juice, this is literally like lifting weights. I don't have any batteries in there right now. Otherwise, I'd be straining to pick it up. But I've barely used any juice so far. My drip tip's coming out a little bit. There we go. I've barely used any juice, so we need to get deep into this. Aries! Stop pointing out all my flaws. I got a lot of them. Oh, Aries, I did want to talk to you about something. You know that spinner thing I got? This little spinner I picked up at the vape meet called the Swivel or whatever. I think it's called the Swivel. The bearing in this is crap, dude. What happens is, as it's spinning, it starts jumping, and it ends up snapping my wrap wire. And you use even thinner gauge than I do. You know, I'm using 36 gauge, and it's snapping my wire because it's thumping. It's going boom, 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 boom every once in a while, and it'll snap my wrap wire when I'm doing fused claptons. That's the reason why I was doing these coils earlier, and you said, oh, it's a bad spot, because it freaking keeps screwing up. Yeah, I need to swap out the whole bearing. Vaping Minute Man, that's more than acceptable. That's fine. 30 mils is a great test size. That is fine. I'm not trying to go, oh man, I need 120 mil to test it. No, no, no. 30 mils is perfect. That's enough for me to fill my tank a couple times and see how much I really like the juice. That's fine. Don't need any more than that. I know you didn't, Aries, but I pointed out that there was a bad spot on one of my fused claptons when I was wrapping it. And matter of fact, I can probably show you another one. Hell, I'll show you. I ain't got no claim in that. Let's see if I can find it. Boom, right there. It snapped and I had to restart it. So you can see where the wire is really good here. But right here, the wire had snapped. Let's see if I can find another one. Oh, that's the very beginning there. And that one wrapped back on itself, I think. But there was more somewhere. No more on this wire, but I already got the bad spots off. But the bearing kept catching and snapping my darn wrap wire. And I'm like, I've done this a million times. I know exactly the tension it needs and how to make this fused clapton. And it was just snapping the wire. And I'm like, why is it snapping my wire? And it did. And I figure, oh, maybe it's a little tight. I'll loosen up the tension. Snapped it again. I'm like, really? And I wasn't even spinning it fast. I slowed it down and it was still doing it. So I need to find my Pro Spin. I cannot find it because I started using that one. And don't put me at 2 speed. Make me sound like a freaking chipmunk. Okay, sounds good, Minute Man. No, it is not Friday 3 Dog. Did you think it was Friday 3 Dog? I came on tonight because of the Boreas V2. That's why I'm here tonight. You're like, wait a minute, it's not Friday. Why is Scuba on? Scuba just comes on when he feels like it. Come on. I swear, every time I vape this, it gets better and better and better. That's why I wanted to start tonight, because it's Wednesday. By Friday, I should know how good this tank really is. This was basically a first impression. Right now, I like it. I really like it. By Friday, I can tell you definitely, hey, you should buy this tank. But I can already tell you right now that if it doesn't leak, if I don't get any leaks after filling this and stuff, hell yeah, buy this tank. No question. It just blows my mind that this tank holds the same amount of juice as this little tank does. They're the same, and they hold the same amount of juice. It's weird. I don't understand that. Because technically this only holds 5 mils, and this only holds 5 mils. It just doesn't make sense to me how that's possible, but okay. Digging the beard growth. Oh. Well, thanks, Jason. Yeah, I've never, ever grown a beard before. This would be my first beard, so I have no clue on proper care of said beard. It looks pretty Grizzly Adamish, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Slappy, you're hilarious. Scuba's talking in third person. Let's step back and give him some room. Having Scuba on 2 times speed is like he's on crack. Y'all are just messing with my voice and stuff. What if I talk real fast? Would it really mess you up on 2 speed if I was talking really fast like this? Because I can talk really fast. I'm not from up north or anything. I'm not a Yankee. I'm down from down south, but I can talk fast just like them Yankees can. Just saying. I just don't like talking fast like that because it, you know, they think that people from the South talk slow because we can't speak fast. That's not it at all. I'd much rather you understand me than talk real fast and then you go, what the heck did he just say? I did trim it some, 3 Dog, in the middle, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of mad that I did that because it yeah, put that in 2 speed, Aries, and see what that sounds like. I'm gonna have to do that myself. I don't even know what part. Scuba sounded like he was on crack at a vape meet. 3 Dog, it wasn't that I was on crack. I was sick. I had the vape crud or something, so I literally sounded like Mickey Mouse. It was hilarious. Really was. Heavy Metal Vapor is live, so y'all can all leave and go watch Heavy Metal Vapor now if you would like. Why is my... Oh, they changed the way YouTube looks. Why did they do that? Shame on them. There is just as many people in here tonight as there are on my Friday show. Man, if I can ever get this... Holy shit, that was great. Try to understand you have to have... Alchemy, I can't understand you before you drink beer, let alone after a few beers. How the hell? What is vape crud? Jason, excellent question. Vape crud is something... If you've probably never been to a vape meet, have you, Jason? If you go to a vape meet, sometimes you get what they call vape crud, which is either a sickness or a loss of voice. Because a lot of times at vape meets you yell a lot and you lose your voice. I don't remember yelling a lot at that vape meet, but I lost my voice and I literally sounded like Mickey Mouse. And it was kind of funny because the waiter that came and served my table was gay. So I'm talking to the waiter like Mickey Mouse, and he's gay. He literally thought I was making fun of him, and I wasn't. It's just my voice was screwed up. Yeah, can I get 10 orders of wings, please? It just, my voice was way up there, and he thought I was making fun of him. I'm like, dude, I'm not making fun of you. My voice is literally gone. So yeah, what can happen is you can lose your voice, and usually people come back from vape meets and then they're sick, and 9 times out of 10 it's because they've been trying multiple devices, testing, and then maybe they vaped after somebody and they got sick. So if you do go to a vape meet, make sure that you use protection. Use protection when you go to a vape meet. That's all I'm saying. Make sure you use a brand new drip tip that's sealed. Don't vape after anybody, you know, people that come up, hey, try my juice. Don't do that. Use something that's going to keep your mouth away from where somebody else's mouth may have been, or you will get sick. Trust me. And then he punched the waitress. 3 Dog, yeah, I did that. That was the crowning moment for me, was to punch the waitress. She had it coming. No, she didn't have it coming. That was an accident. The waitress was walking by while I was telling a story. I don't know what it was. I was at a table telling a story, and you know how you get like physical with it. And I reached out and I end up punching the waitress right in the mouth, and she just happened to be walking by at the wrong time, and yeah, I felt really bad about it. But drip tip condoms, you know, Higgy's, you know, if y'all haven't watched Jen doing Battle of the Sexes on iVlog TV, and I know a lot of people, like, you know, because I've considered doing iVlog TV over on the other side, just because over there I can play whatever music I want. Now, obviously, it doesn't get recorded like it does on YouTube, but I can play whatever music I want and don't have to worry about it. But, yeah, Jen does Battle of the Sexes over there, and she wanted me, and well, she didn't want me to. I told her I wanted her to do a show, because okay, Battle of the Sexes, she gives random words to, hey, Modabiting, how's it going? She gives random words to the contestants. It may be 2 guys, a guy and a girl, 2 girls, whatever. And then people that are in chat try to guess whatever said word is. And I said, you know what? We're doing words on Oprah and freaking narwhals and stuff. We need a list that's vape related. And she was like, well, if you can make a list of up to 100 words, then we can do a vape list. I have 130 words vape related. So I'll give her this list. And I tried to make the list as general as possible. I didn't put like the Aspire Nautilus, because I don't want people trying to give clues to a tank that you have to narrow down because you can't say any part of the word. And it would be really hard to explain the Aspire Nautilus unless you had one and just held it up, because how are you going to explain that? So I made the terms all general, and all the words are general, so hopefully everybody can get that. I tried. Yeah, somebody go over there and beat Munchkin, because she wins every damn time. But somebody actually bit, you know, the most words ever done in a single 3-minute round was 19, which is one above what Munchkin's got. So I think she has her own thing she needs to get 19 words in a 3-minute round. So you need to catch that first. But yeah, nobody's really beat her yet. And Lead Pipe did a show. Lead Pipe was on with her last night, and he did really good, better than I thought he could. He actually put up a good fight. Now, he did have a 10-point advantage, but besides that, he gave some really good clues, and it's not just about how smart the contestant is, it's about how good the audience is watching to be able to guess the words. Good evening. How did the coil and the weakening of the Boreas 2 go? Dolores, it is going very well, actually. I'm vaping it right now. Somebody wanted me to try the 510 adapter, so I have the 510 adapter in the Boreas V2 right now, and I'm vaping that. Okay, that doesn't make any sense, Aries, but I think you mean it's not the contestant. Okay, it's not the contestant at all, it's the audience. Well, Aries, it is both. It is both. Go ahead, Alchemy. I'll wait on your question. It is definitely both, because if the contestant doesn't give good clues, how is the audience going to guess the word? If the contestant, like if somebody gives me the word Oprah and I start talking about Back to the Future or something, nobody's ever going to guess it. So it does depend on the contestant a lot. But the audience, yeah, the delay is what kills that game. We need something like, Beam had 0 delay. That would have been the way to go, but Beam is all, strict. Well, it's not even Beam anymore. It's called Mixer. So Beam is gone. Now it's Mixer.com or something like that. And I don't even do it. If you have yeah, that's true too, obviously. 22mm mech RDA, what do you recommend? Ooh, 22mm. You know what I recommend? Alchemy, and it's a very old RDA, and Timekeeper can attest to it. If you don't want to put exotic builds, now if you want to put fused Claptons and all that in there, then no. If you're just putting standard coils in it, definitely the Tugboat. The Tugboat was a excellent RDA. Excellent RDA. 22mm. Because all the newer RDAs are coming out bigger and bigger, 24, 25 on up. But regular standard 22mm, I got the Marquee, which is a great RDA, but it's kind of hard to build on. But the Tugboat, for its time, was one of the best RDAs you could get, hands down. Let me see what the size is on this, because this one is another contender, but I don't know if it's 22mm or not, because I don't remember. Okay, the other one, if you do have bigger coil holes, the .com. Now, you're not going to get a gold .com, but the .com is a excellent RDA. The Derringer is great, Slappy. Don't get me wrong. The Derringer is probably going to give you the best flavor, but it's a very small RDA. I have like 3 or 4 of them. One of them I have configured for squonking. The Derringer, to me, you get a lot of, for drinking your e-liquid. It's a lot to... you get a lot of spit back in your mouth and stuff. I don't know if that's the best way to go as far as RDAs go. 22mm anyway. It looks really small too. Exactly, Timekeeper. Tugboat for the old school win. I know I got clones of the Tugboat way back in the past, and I loved the clones. Really did. I had like serial number 21 and number 16. And I don't know if I kept 16 and I gave Asbestos 21 or vice versa. I know we have 21 and 16, but they're clones. And then Timekeeper sent me an authentic Tugboat. Love that thing. I have it over here. And anytime I want to do a normal, like regular microcoil build or a spaced microcoil build, bam, Tugboat it is, because that thing is fantastic on flavor. It was the leader for its time by all means. That was way before .com and all that came out. The Tugboat was the stuff. I'm not going to cuss. I'm gonna try not to cuss. Clones for the win. You know, Cheech. Alright. I agree with what you're saying on clones for the win to some degree. But I have clones of the tugboat. And I have an authentic tugboat. The authentic, you can tell without question that it's way better quality than the clone. Way better. The clone feels light and cheap. The authentic is a much thicker, solid stainless steel. You know what I mean? It's all about quality. It's about what you want. Now, the vape that you get from it is the same. The quality of the device itself is what's different. If you understand that. The vape quality and the airflow is the same. The quality of the device itself is what's different. You drilled yours? Hey Storm, yeah Storm, we are dipping. I know I'm not usually on Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, yeah. But I got the Boreas V2 in, and we're trying it out tonight. And so far, it is going really good. I got to admit. My batteries are dead. No, not now, not now. All right, let me put some new batteries in my my IPV Eclipse. It does have a SX chip, so I'm correct in that matter. Whoa, I can't see the. That's negative, and this one's positive. Okay. Bam! We're booting up again. I wish that V-Fang had a brightness adjustment, but it don't. That is a big downfall. This Snow Wolf here that is like a clone of the G-Class needs a brightness adjustment for the screen. That's all they... Just put that on a firmware update. What mech do you recommend? Alchemy, it depends on the kind of money you want to spend. Do you have a broadside or a purge mod? Those are really good mech mods. They're very expensive by all means. How am I liking it? Storm, I'm really liking it so far. I no crap. I wouldn't crap y'all. You know, I wouldn't do that. Oh, that's even better with a full battery. Oh my goodness. You can see that's a full battery right there. That ain't no joke. 22mm mechs. Ooh, Alchemy. 22mm mechs. You know what was good for its time? The old Manhattan mod was really good for what it was, 22mm. I do recommend getting copper. The Pacifica, good luck finding that one. You're not going to find the Pacifica Alchemy, so don't even look. But the Manhattan 22mm was an excellent device, really strong firing button, really strong magnet. You could stick it to the side of your fridge and it won't budge. It's that strong. I like mech mods that have magnets because the switch is always really smooth on it. The ones that have springs, the springs break down. Heat and springs don't get along. So if you can find a mech mod that's 22mm, if you want 22mm, and it doesn't have spring switch, it has a magnet switch, then you're going to be doing way better off. And then you got to decide whether you want hybrid or 510. You know, hybrid doesn't have a top, so the hybrids are going to be a lot cheaper. The Nemi clone, wow. 3 Dog, you're trying to take me way back in history. I have a Manhattan right here. No, this is not the Manhattan. This is the X1 from Vapor's Cloud. The main reason I have this is because it was on sale for 20 bucks. This is an authentic X1 from Vapor, and it does have a 510. It also comes with a hybrid top cap, which I have somewhere. I don't know if this is a magnet switch or not. Damn, does that got a battery in it? Are you kidding me right now? Oh my God, there's one of my batteries. Man, I lose so many batteries that way. Did I have another mech mod that has a battery in it? I have really old mech mods. This is carbon fiber. It's red and black, which you can barely see. I have one of the... this is the Tree of Life. This is a clone, though. Not one of the best ones in the world, for sure. I got a bunch of them that I did patinas on. I mean, this is patinas I did like years ago. There's a patina I did on this mod. This is using mustard and ammonia and stuff. I forgot what mod that is, but I did a patina on it. It's still holding up. I have lots of old mods. Remember these? The Panzers? The Panzers was like indestructible for back in the day. I have a gold one. I have a black one. Wait a minute. I had a black one. I'm not even going to say I still got it because a lot of my stuff came up missing. There's a Hades. There's my... Wow, how much stuff do I got sitting up here? I got so much stuff. I don't even see my original Chi Yu. That was one of my first mech mods that I ever bought. Was a Chi Yu. And a lot of my stuff has come up missing, but whatever. Yeah, we're going way back, Timekeeper, way back. This is a freaking Sony battery, man. I need to put this on the charger and see if it's too dead, it won't charge. Hold on, let me put it on the charger. I hope that it still charges. Oh my God, it's still got 4 volts on it. Can you believe that? Do you know that that had to have been sitting in there at least 7 months? At least 7 months. It still has 4 volts on that battery, so it's almost completely full. That's a good battery. That's a Sony, though. It's like a VTC4 or VTC5. One of those two. But that's another battery I didn't even know I had that was stuck away in... I try to go through and get all the batteries out of my mods so I won't forget them, but it happens. I got like 60 batteries, I think. If you put them all together, I got a lot of batteries, so I lose them sometimes in mods. I leave them in there and I don't remember. That one don't have batteries in it. I know that one does. Even my Alien, which I rarely touch. Oh, it's got batteries in there. Okay, there's 2 batteries right there. Chi-Town, I don't blame you whatsoever. When I started vaping, mech mods was pretty much all you could do. And if you've been vaping 5 years, you know. So you had to do something like that because there wasn't really regulated mods out there. So say 5 years ago when you started vaping, what did you vape on? There was no... I made the switch really quick from mech mods to regulated. And the main thing for me, and I don't know about you or DeMillan, I don't like the battery drop off. I'm like vaping and going, am I losing flavor? It's not hitting as hard as it was. I don't know. So if you get a regulated mod, it always tries to push the same amount of wattage no matter where your battery level is until it gets too low and it can't meet that level. Then it says, hey, your battery's low, which is great. So that's the way I like to vape. So almost everything I own, especially within the last almost 3 years, is regulated. I rarely get mech mods unless it's something pretty like this. I got this because it was just pretty. That's RDA up on top here, and then the mech is down below it. That one was pretty. This one I won. This is a hybrid. This is, I believe, called the Honor. This is like a $60 mod. So I believe the e-cigarette is back up again. 925. So I got about 35 minutes left. Yeah, e-cigarette's working again, and I think I may have to get that gold one just because I don't think the gold, you know, now if y'all still want the Boreas V1, you probably want to buy one now because I think after the end of this month, you won't be able to find the Boreas V1 anymore. They actually dropped it another $1. Now it's $15.99. Let me see if they have black in stock. They do not have black in stock. They do have stainless steel in the regular V1 Boreas, but I can guarantee you that those are all going to be gone. And once they're gone, they're gone. I'm okay because I have like 6 or 7 of them, and I got plenty of spare glass tanks for them, so I'm good to go as far as the Boreas goes, because that's one of my fallback on two vapes. I vape the crap out of that. You bought a gold one? Dang, gummit. Yeah, the gold one I think is going to look really good, especially if you have a mod that it matches, you know. I don't have anything really that's gold that would match it, but if you have a black mod with gold on top, I think that would look really pretty. You got black, gold, black drip tip, bam. Yeah, use the code 10OFF. That will get you 10% off. And then I posted the link earlier, but I will post it again. This is a link directly to the Boreas V2. And then use the coupon code 10OFF to get you 10% off that. The only reason I didn't order from eSiggity to get this is because Subtank Supply had them first. That's the only reason. Yeah, Aries, I need to email Augvape and say, hey, y'all need to make a blue Boreas V2. What's wrong with y'all? I don't think they're gonna do that. I believe it's called the Asmodus Oni or something like that. The gold one. Shore Vapor. Boreas V1 versus V2. That's a tough question. Right now, the Boreas V1 has juice flow / airflow control. The Boreas V2 is only airflow control. It's one ring. It doesn't stop. So when you turn this, it'll keep spinning. But it did not, when I filled this, it did not leak, not even a drop. The Boreas V1 will sometimes leak like a drop. But I did not have one drop of leak on this. And this has stronger throat hit than the V1 does. Same flavor. They're both excellent flavor. But this one has an edge on the V1. No question. So I'm going to take this 510 tip out. And I'm going to put back in the original tip that comes with it. Uh-oh. Aries got a print screen. Sith V2 LE. Sith version 2 limited edition number 10. Nice. You know what I want, Aries? When are they coming out with turn it sideways for a minute? Let's try that, DeMillan. I'm going to just hold this sideways. When are they coming out with the Goon Squonker? I saw you posted the pictures on the group, and I'm like, man, I want that freaking blue Squonker. That is me all day long. I'm really hoping that I can get a hold of one of those. And if they got a pre-order on them, let me know. Well, we're almost mid-October now, Aries. Just give me a link, or matter of fact, Aries, you can get all that stuff. So just tell me where to send the money and get me one and have it shipped straight here. Timekeeper, exactly. No pre-order. Oh, there's no pre-order. Wow. Aries, put me down. Whenever you make your order, because I know you're going to order one, put me down for 1 or 2 of them. Trust me. I'm down. So how long do y'all want me to hold this here, DeMillan? Just guessing here on length of when you think a drop may come out, because I don't build my tanks to where they'll leak. I'm just saying. Yeah, the 528 Squonk mod. You know, the people that make the Goon RDA are making a Squonk mod, and it looks dead sexy. If you're a member of the Scuba's Hangout group, Aries posted No. If I get one, Aries, it's dual, not triple. Triple's going to be too big. Too big. DeMillan, let me know when it's been long enough. Yes, this is the V2, Brittany. It is the V2. And I'm holding it sideways right now because DeMillan thinks it's going to drip out juice or something. And I'm waiting. And I have the actual airflow. Okay, that's good enough. There's the airflow hole I was just showing. There is not a drop of liquid on either air. I haven't touched it. There's not a drop. And I was holding it sideways. This is the Boreas. This is the Augvape, which is not focusing worth a darn. There we go. It's focusing now. Augvape Boreas V2. There you go. And you can see the knurling now on the drip tip. But like I said, that knurling does not. $125. Is the 3 battery one that much more? I'm just saying. If the 3 battery one's only $150, wow. $125. Hey, Aries, you know, I can start saving now, but I don't know. How are y'all just now finding out that I'm having a flash show? Triple's $135. I got you. So just a little more. I'd have to see what the triple. Do you have a picture of what the triple looks like, Aries? Yes, TBD. I can put it on the drag. It's not gonna have any overhang, but I'll put it on the drag for you. So I have a Voopoo drag right here. See, drag. There you go. I'm gonna unscrew this, and I'll put the Boreas on top of there for you. Not an issue. Let me make sure it's cleaned off. Let's take the Boreas off and see if we have any drip or anything like that. Nothing. I mean, there is not a drop on the bottom of this RTA. Oh, there's a drop. That could have been already on the tank, though. Oh, you saw it on Facebook. Okay. Because this is only 24 millimeters, so I don't think it's going to overhang. There it is on the Voopoo drag. There is no overhang. I don't know if you can see that right all the way. There's no overhang on that whatsoever. Or in the front either. Let's make sure we're at the right wattage. Yes, this is a new coil. It changed the wattage on me. It wants me to do 50 watts. No, I want 75 watts. 75 watts, 0.22 ohm. Brittany, this is all right. Let me give you my honest opinion on this. Flavor-wise, I can't give you I didn't vape Nilla Nut. You know, Nilla Nuts, I know hands down what it's supposed to taste like. I have Tough Cookie in here, but I'm telling you right now, I get really good flavor off of this, and it's giving me more throat hit than I get off the V1. So if you're looking for a little bit more throat hit, which means it's got stronger flavor, then yes, the V2 is beating the V1, no question. I love the fact that it's a lot shorter than the V1. I don't know if you can see that. It's way shorter. So if I line these up even so you can see, and I don't even have the drip tip on the other one. I could put the drip tip back on there, I guess. Let me get that situated right now. If I can get it out of the drip tip adapter, there we go. So there, now let's line these up. So size for size, there we go. There's the difference. V1, silver is V1 and the black is V2. So it's definitely a lot shorter. So these aren't going to stick out and be like, oh my God, these are huge. You didn't get a squonk pen, Cassie? Cassie, you should have got a squonk pen with your dead rabbit. I guess because it's a special edition. I don't know if the squonk pen from the Druga will work. I don't remember. I don't know if the Druga was reverse thread or not. My Druga's around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I don't have the squonk pin in it. Great. I can't tell you. But yeah, there's a big difference in as far as the length goes on the tank. So yeah, the V2 is definitely small. The Anakin lift. DeMillan, I've already seen it. That does look interesting. That's something that you know, it's like, wow, that's interesting. Slappy sent me links to that. So basically, it looks like it goes under whatever RDA you're already dripping, and it turns that RDA into some type of tank, I guess. I don't know how the wicking would work on that. What is making the juice go up into the atomizer? If your atomizer is not squonkable, how's that going to work? I just don't understand that. I mean, it says siphon, so I'm assuming it siphons the juice up somehow. But how's it going to do it on a RDA if it doesn't have at least a squonk pin? Cassie, if I had an extra squonk pin, I would send it to you. But I only got the one that came with my dead rabbit, and I don't want to get rid of it. Can I ask what you're drinking? Yeah, sure, I'll show you. You already know what it is, Jason. You're just giving me crap, but I'll show you. Do I need to even show you? Just saying. I'm just drinking that big old rooster right there. That's it. And what are the air holes for? Oh, let me check that again, DeMillan. Well, that's a good question, DeMillan. I assume it has to get air from somewhere to be able to process the air going down through and back up. Otherwise, you would get a vacuum lock and it would just hold all the juice down in the tank. So, no, it's not Friday, Jason. Does it have to be Friday? Dadgum, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, Jason. Jeez. Anyways. So, this is how much juice I've used. You know, Aries, it's a good question. When you're vaping it, does it have some kind of suction-based... they do call it a siphon, and you know how siphons work. So I'm wondering if it's pulling air from one and forcing it through the other one, which pushes the juice up into your RDA. So as you vape it, it forces the juice back up through the squonk pin. Maybe. I don't know that's how it works, but that's what it looks like. I do think it's cool. Voltage drop on the... on what, Timekeeper? The mod? Because the voltage drop on the RDA, I'm not getting any, on the RTA, I should say. Oh, voltage drop on that. On the Anakin, yeah. It is stainless steel, but, I don't know. I mean, yeah, without having one to test it, there's no way I could tell you. And why would you need different airflow options? You know, it's got 3 holes there, so you can do... What is it called? That doesn't say RTA, it says STA. What is that? Siphon Tank Adapter, I guess? STA, is that what that stands for? So that would be innovation. I love seeing stuff like that. But considering the Anakin is the one that came out with it, it's like, I don't know. But I love innovation, and if it's something new that forces juice back up into your tank or your RDA, I'm all for it. No, Munchkin, that was my phone ding. My phone dinged because somebody posted something on YouTube. So my phone dings its butt off every time. So I got 20 minutes left, and we'll have a full 2-hour show going. I'm not going to do any giveaways tonight because I'm going to keep that for Friday, and Friday is going to be the full we're going to really talk about the Boreas V2. I'll probably re-wick it at least. Maybe not recoil it. I can't honestly take these coils out when they're 2 days old. 2 days old. I've done it over a week old, but 2 days old, nah. I'll leave these coils in there. We may re-wick it and then try a different juice, which I don't mind doing that, but it's not blowing through juice like I thought it would. It's actually doing really good. Very smooth. There's no whistle. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but there's no whistle. Oh, thank you, Aries. I needed to see that. Oh, Aries. See, okay, this is my thing, Aries. I thought the double was going to be just 2, you know, with this bottle on the back, and I thought the triple was going to be 3 parallel batteries with the squonk bottle, which would have made it 4 long. That's too big, but since they made it rouleau style, that may be the way to go. But is the fire button on the top? I don't know if I like that. The fire button's way up there. You like whistle? Well, there's no whistle. Well, DeMillan, that's true too. They do have some good setups for newbies. And they may have jumped on it. Okay, now that I've got this going, I'm getting no... Oh, it's full mech. Well, that changes my mind. I thought it was going to be regulated. So, is that triple parallel or triple series? There's no way they're doing triple series. That would be way too much damn power. So, that's triple parallel. But full mech. I like that. And it's only $10 more. They have that one in blue. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the top button either, Aries, but since it's full mech, this is my problem, right? They made the Goon .5 in rose gold, stainless steel, black. Where's the blue one? Why don't I have a blue 1.5? Wait a minute, don't I have a blue 1.5 cap? I got a blue 1 cap from you, so I do have a matching cap. Is that it? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. It just needs the mod to go under it. This is really shiny, though, compared to the mod. Maybe it's just... Okay, this is just shiny because I got it so close. There we go. It still looks shiny as hell, but that's from the... Yeah, I got the blue cap, Aries, so I do have something that matches. Yes! I want the blue triple squonk goon box. And it's already got the squonk pin in it. It's just waiting for the mod. The mods are matte. Damn, I can make my mod matte. Blue, red, black, green, black. Blue, red, black, green, black? There's 2 blacks, Aries? Okay. Blue, red, black, green, black. Okay. Yay for Scuba Blue. Niji, I'm right there with you. Yay for Scuba Blue. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna make a mod, make a Scuba Blue. I gotta have Scuba Blue. That's just all it is to it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I gotta have Scuba Blue. Where's the thing I'm looking for? I'm gonna find it. I know it's in here. Oh, it's gotta be right here somewhere. There it is. Bam! There's Niji's little cat. I don't know. I got a blue matte cap for some different tank. But this is the cap I got from Aries. It's more of a gloss blue. I think the other blue cap I got is the regular Goon RDA, not the 1.5. I think. I'll have to go through my RDA. I got tanks everywhere, so I got to find that stuff. There you go, Niji. Oh, it's just :cat:. Okay, that works. Storm. By no means do you have to get scuba blue. If you love red, get red. I don't control y'all's color choices. I'm just a big fan of blue. That's just me. That's my favorite color. Your favorite color may be red. Get your red on. Hell, red is Georgia Bulldogs. Red and black. So, do you think this would be a good vape bag? Let me see, DeMillan. It says unisex. Oh my God. Are you kidding me right now? DeMillan, that's just all kinds of wrong. Do not click on DeMillan's link. Do not do that unless you want to throw up or something. Oh my God, DeMillan. That's crazy. That is so bad. That is... Number one, it's a fanny pack. And number two, it's a picture of a overgrown belly with hair on it. No! That's so bad, DeMillan. How do you find this stuff? Oh my gosh. Even if you don't have an overhanging belly, it would make you look like you got one. Ordering one for Tandy right now. I'm not getting any dry hits off the Boreas V2, not a single one. I thought I was when I first started vaping it, but the cotton had to break in, and it's been stellar ever since. No issues, and a matter of fact, this mod's about to run out of battery, so I need to put new batteries in this. Wow, I haven't charged these in forever. That drag has been doing really good on batteries. Drag. Okay, we're full up now. Oh, I can't see my screen. There we go. We're full up on battery. Vic would like that bag. 3Dog, that would be hilarious. I'd have to see Vic wearing that bag. I would laugh for at least an hour. I want one with plumber crack. Scroll and look at the other options. Oh no. Oh, ooh, ooh. What is the dad bag waist zipper? Oh my goodness. They have different colors. Ooh, that one's got a lot of belly and that one's really hairy. Those are all just so oh my God. No way, no Jose, not gonna happen. That's so gross. Ugh. Don't look, Scuba. I know, right, Niji? That's so bad. All right. The good thing is, guys, Vic has admitted that the Boreas V2 beats the Aromomizer. So here's the Aromomizer. Vic said that the Boreas V2 beats the Aromomizer. And you know what? I think he's right. And I've always been a big fan of the Boreas. I did not go, oh, the Aromomizer. No. The Boreas V1 I still think was better than the Aromomizer, although they were close. This one definitely kicks both of them out of water because it has not only the really good flavor that you get from the V1, but it has more of a throat hit, more of a kick. It's kind of hard to explain. It's got more of a kick to the vape when you vape this. It's really, it's damn good. And it's really quiet. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but it's really quiet. There's no whistle. Not a drop of whistle. No matter where I put the airflow. Let me turn the airflow down. Let's see if it whistles. None. And you can't beat Infamous Vapor Juice. I don't know if y'all haven't tried Infamous, y'all definitely need. This is Tough Cookie. So if y'all like a sugar cookie, I definitely recommend picking up some Tough Cookie from Infamous. That is an excellent juice. The other one I got, which is a really big seller for them, is Trill. I have a full bottle of Trill just waiting to be vaped. This is 3 milligrams. I normally vape 6 milligrams. I also picked up during the week, because I heard so much about it, Vapetasia Killer Custard Strawberry. Now, to me, this tastes exactly like the Last Straw, which if you've ever bought the Last Straw from Higgy Cigs, it tastes just like that, but with a little bit of sweetener. It's either they added a little bit of sweetener or they added ripe strawberry. That's all it is. I literally can make this and just change one little thing and it'll taste just like this. And this is selling like hotcakes right now. And I'm like, just go to Higgy Cigs and order the Last Straw. Why would you order this? And it looks like it was already pre-steeped before they sold it. So, but it is a good juice. I like it. I've been vaping it in one of my mods. I don't know which one. It's around here somewhere. But yeah. DeMillan, yes, I will do that. Thank you for saying that. So we will see if it leaks right now. Oh, you like Trill, Jason? Well, there you go. There you go. Let's go to the building cam. And now this is a very susceptible to drip to leaking, because if I fill this while I have the top off, all that pressure is going to push down on this. So let me make sure the airflow, I'm not even going to close the airflow. I'm going to leave the airflow all the way open, which is bad, bad, bad. So if it leaks, hey, I don't think it's the tank's fault. I'm taking the top off, which is letting air so this can come out the sides. And we're going to take Tough Cookie wherever I put it. There we go, Tough Cookie. I'm going to pour this in. It's full now, I almost overflowed it into the top. And I'm going to screw the top down. Should I turn it upside down as I screw the top down? I don't want y'all thinking I cheated, so. I don't know if y'all can see this. Let me go to the main cam. There's not a drop on the outside of this tank. Not a single drop. Oh, no gurgling at all. Zero gurgling. Zero gurgling. And there's not a drop coming out of this tank. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you get hyped up on a tank. If you wick this right, no leaking. Sideways check. All right, DeMillan, sideways check. Well, Aries, you know, let me get my cup so I can do the sideways again. If it leak, wait, let me make sure that the airflow hole, there we go. I got the airflow hole pointing down. And you can see because it's glowing gold right now. Let me get my credit card. I know, right? I think that this is doing really... Y'all saw I didn't even close the airflow. I left the airflow open and filled it, and it still did not leak a drop. Not a single drop. That's impressive because normally if you put that much pressure juice on top of the wick, it leaks out the airflow. That's crazy. DeMillan, let me know when it's been long enough. I can put a white, I'll put a white napkin under it in case it drips. But I don't see anything coming out. No leaks, okay. Let me make sure. Nothing on that side. Nothing on that side. That is bad to the bone. Let me post a link once again. Click on this link if you would like to go buy the Boreas V2. You have the choice of silver, black, or gold from esiggity.com. I love buying from esiggity. I'll never... You know what's funny about esiggity? Even if y'all use the affiliate link, they don't even give me the money unless I make $100. And I'm at $10 right now. I'll never make it to $100, but you know what? I don't care. At least y'all get the benefit from it. Make sure you use the coupon code 10OFF to get 10% off. And that makes it the cheapest place to buy this tank right now. This is an excellent vape, guys. This is just first impressions, but I'm telling you right now, this is a great RTA. Exactly, Niji. You're very welcome, DeMillan. I don't mind putting it through its paces. I'm with you guys. I want to know. Hey, if it's going to leak, I want to know. The only other thing I have to do, DeMillan, which I will let y'all know by Friday, is put this out in the sun. Put it out in the heat and see if it leaks then. Now, almost every tank that I know of, if you put it in the heat, it leaks juice out of the airflow. I'll let y'all know whether it's good or bad. If it leaks, I'll say, yeah, it leaked. But you got to think, when it's in the heat, like it's 80-something degrees outside, we've been getting high 80s right now. It starts off in the morning around 60 degrees, and then by noon, it's around 80. And if it leaks then, I'll say, hey, at 80 degrees, I got a drop or two. The Boreas V1, if I leave it on its side and it gets hot in my car, I end up with a nice little juice puddle on my seat, and it's leather seat, so I wipe it off my seat, and I'm like, okay, it leaked, but that's all I get. This, I'm hoping it don't leak a single drop, because the Boreas will leak a drop or two when you fill it. This did not leak any, none. So, I'm impressed. What is this outside you speak of? You don't ever go outside, DeMillan? Slappy, that's a good question. Right now, it only comes with the big glass tank and then the small 2.7 mil glass tank. So, I don't know if they're going to come out with more build decks for it or not. They should. But I don't know if my input to them will make any difference because I'm no big YouTuber. I don't have 20,000 subscribers or higher. So I don't think my input to Augvape would help. But I do think they should come out with different build decks for it. They have unlimited amount of options because the build deck pops out. All they have to do is change the design of it, make it the same bottom piece, and you can still put whatever build deck they make and put it in there. Maybe a single coil. You know, some people may want a vape single coil. Come out with that option for it. I would love, exactly, not more, just the ability. Slappy, I agree 100%. They should make more build decks for it. I will suggest it to Augvape. It seems like they've taken some of my suggestions and made stuff like the Merlin mouth to lung. The Boreas V2, they did exactly what I said, because they were like, we'd like some suggestions. I said, whatever you do, do not change the airflow directly to the coil. I said that the airflow ring / adjustment was a little much because it would leak juice, you know, sometimes when you fill it, and this works. No, it would not survive Scuba's truck tire. No, this is glass. Are the V1? No, they're not interchangeable timekeeper because they're different. The V1 has a male slot design. This one has a female slot design. I think they did that on purpose, so they're not interchangeable. You can't take the V1 and throw it in there. I can't see that happening. I'll take the V1 out just to make sure that I'm not losing my mind. But I know the V2 is female, and I'm pretty sure the V1 is male. But we'll check. Yeah, the V1 has male. The V1 has male connectors that you have to slot down in there, and the V2 is female. There's no way that you can interchange these. And I'm dripping juice now that I took it apart. Really? Come on, Boreas. I'm already after 10 o'clock. What's wrong with y'all? All right. So, in conclusion, do I like the Boreas V2? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is vaping like a boss right now. No leaks whatsoever. Even after filling it, it was halfway down. I filled it. No problem. Yeah, those are some old coils in that Boreas V1. But you know what? Sometimes when they get old like that, that's when they taste the best. So y'all can judge me if you want about my old black looking coils. But I have some really sweet juice in there. But that's what makes it. But you know what? This vapes like a boss. This is Nilla Nuts in here. And this thing vapes really. Okay, I probably need to change the cotton. But anyways. The Boreas V2, 2 thumbs up. The only niggly point I have about it is the way they made the interlocking build deck. You almost have to know which way to put it so that it, like I said, the way to judge this is while you have the build deck out, the airflow ring is fully adjustable. It has no stopping point. So turn to where you can line it up to the letter B in Boreas or Augvape, or the letter V2 to where the slot is. That way you know when you put the coil deck on exactly where to put the slot. You don't have to look inside and guess. You go, okay, my V2 is right where the slot is. You slide the build deck in, it locks in, screw the bottom on, you're done. That simple. I will not be getting the Titan because I already have the Voltro, which is 41 millimeter, and I can't see any difference between that and the Titan because they both have direct airflow to the coil. It's a giant, heavy paperweight, and you're not going to vape it. Honestly, if you buy that, I promise you, you will not vape it more than 2 or 3 days because it is basically a novelty item. It is not a practical use vape device. I never take this out and vape it anywhere. This is too heavy. Unless you just, now if you want attention, if you want to go to a vape event and go, hey, look at this big son of a gun, fine. But for practical use, no. No, no, no. It's not made for that. Well, the Aromomizer at 20 mil, that's different. Now that's a really tall tank, but it's not really wide and heavy like the Voltro is. Okay, guys, I'm going to bump off here. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. We went from 50-something people watching to 34, so I have definitely I have definitely made people run away. And for everybody that went and bought a Augvape Boreas V2, I hope you enjoy it as much as I am right now, because I am really digging this tank. I already knew that Augvape was going to knock it out of the park, because Augvape they've made some really good. Their RDTA, the Merlin RDTA is one of the best RDTA. It beats the Limitless hands down, hands down. But I will catch you guys Friday, 8 o'clock, and y'all have a good night, and thanks for coming. Peace out, everybody.